Hey y'all, this is your tutorial video for your 2-octave A-flat major scale on French horn. So, I realize that the range on this scale might look a little intimidating for some of you. If you're still having trouble getting up to the high A-flat, that's okay. What you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and learn the lower octave and be able to play that really well. And then you're going to keep working on building your high register and go ahead and learn the fingerings for the top octave and keep working on building the high register so that you can play it in 2 octaves when you're ready. For now, play whatever range you can play well, okay? And then keep working on being able to play 2 octaves on this scale. So first, let's talk about the key of A-flat major. So look to the far left on your scale sheet on your A-flat major scale and look for your key signature. It's over by the clef sign and the time signature. So you'll see that the key of A-flat major has 4 flats. They're B-flat, E-flat, A-flat, and D-flat, right? So first, let's just practice saying the notes of the key in order, which is what a scale is, right? So we're just going to practice saying the notes of A-flat major, just really slowly. Here we go. A-flat, B-flat, C, D-flat, E-flat, F, G, A-flat. So those are the notes that we're going to be playing in our A-flat major scale. Okay, so let's go ahead and review fingerings. So you're going to know a lot of these fingerings, but let's go ahead and review all of them. So we start on the A flat below the treble clef staff, and that A flat is fingered just 2 and 3. No trigger on this A flat, just 2 and 3. And then B flat we know is 1, C. Now here's D flat. This one may be a new note for you. D flat is 1 and 2. And if you think about, if you know what enharmonics are, you know that notes, there are, we can call notes by another name, right? So C sharp and D flat are the same pitch, same fingering. And so if you can remember how to finger C sharp, that's the fingering for D flat. And then E flat is 2, F, G, and then here we're at the A flat, the second space in the treble clef staff. This is where we're going to start using our trigger. So this is trigger 2, 3 for A flat, B flat, C, and then this D flat is triggered 2, 3. Okay, triggered 2, 3 for this D flat. And then E flat, F, G, and so F and G are fingered the same. And then the high A flat is trigger 2, 3. Okay, so those are the fingerings for your 2 octave A flat scale. So we're going to practice. So of course, the best way to practice a scale is to say and finger it, note name and finger it, do all that kind of stuff. This one is often one that young players have trouble with, and that's okay. It just means you have to practice it a little bit more than some of the other scales. It's okay to have trouble with it. It's just not okay to give up on it, right? So you want to make sure you just practice it however slowly and however often, however many times you need to get it learned. So the next thing we're going to do with this is we're going to do tetrachords. So the prefix tetra, or the first part of that word, tetra, means 4. So when we do a tetrachord, we're doing 4 notes at a time. So with a scale like this, I think this can really, really help us get the fingerings learned. So we're going to do, the first tetrachord is just the first 4 notes starting on A flat. So it's going to be A flat, B flat, C, D flat. Okay, so try that again. Ready and go. A flat, B flat, C, D flat. And because that has that D flat, that might be a new note for you, that might be the hardest tetrachord for you. So you can go ahead and pause the video and do that as many times as you need to get comfortable with those fingerings. Now we're going to do the next chord, tetrachord, which starts on E flat. Okay, here we go. E flat, F, G, A flat. And you notice that I'm singing high because I can't sing it in the register where it actually is, and so, but we are playing the E flat, F, G, A flat. This is still in the lower octave of that scale. Okay, do that one again. Ready, go. E flat, F, G, A flat. Okay. Now the next tetrachord is at the beginning of that second octave. So we're starting on the A flat, the second space in the treble clef staff. Here we go. First tetrachord. Ready, go. A flat, B flat, C, D flat. And remember, this D flat is trigger 2, 3. Okay, so let's do that tetrachord again. A flat, B flat, C, D flat. And again, stop and practice that as many times as you need to get those fingerings right, okay? Then the next tetrachord, we're at the very top of the scale now, starting on E flat. Ready, go. E flat, F, G, A flat. And again, make sure that you're getting used to having the same fingering for 2 notes in a row. Sometimes that's a little bit confusing, okay? And practice that tetrachord as many times as you need to be able to get it right. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and put that all together with the metronome. We're gonna go 40. And again, when you're practicing by yourself, if you need to go slower than that, that's just fine. It's just more important to play it right than it is to play it fast. Here we go. Note, name, and finger. Ready, and go. A flat, B flat, C, D flat, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C, D flat, E flat, F, G, A flat, G, F, E flat, D flat, C, D flat, A flat, G, F, E flat, D flat, C, B flat, A flat. Okay, so if you can't finger it that fast yet, that's okay. Go ahead and just stop and slow your metronome down. Do your tetrachords as many times as you need to. Review the fingerings as many times as you need to. Make sure you can note, name, and finger it correctly before you try to play it. Okay? Now when I play this scale, anytime I play a scale that goes up into the high register, the very top of the staff or right above the staff, I don't like to take a breath at the top. So what I like to do, my breathing plan for a 2-octave A flat scale, is I'm going to play that first octave, then I'm going to take a breath, then I'm going to blow all the way through the top and all the way down to that middle A flat again, and then I'm going to take another breath, and then I'm going to keep going. Because for me, if I take a breath at the very top on that high note and then I have to come back in on a high G, I'm a lot more likely to bump that high G. So usually it's easier for me if I just push my air all the way through, blowing fast, steady air all the way through my high notes. And remember, as you're working on developing your high register, of course on French horn, the first step is making sure you're hearing the note in your head. And then as you go higher, remember you need to firm your bottom lip, those muscles right there underneath the mouthpiece, and you need to blow fast, steady air all the way through your note changes. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate that scale with that breathing plan that I just talked about. And so I'm going to play it with the metronome at 40. When you're practicing by yourself, practice at whatever tempo you need to go to play it right. Okay, so there's your 2-octave A flat scale. Happy practicing!